Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is March 21st, 2025, and this is my weekly trade review where I'm reviewing an SPX Condor trade that's done with 0-day options, 10 wide, zero point 0.2 delta, looking to make 25% on the trade, plus or minus. And all. This is all for educational purposes only because, as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. This is done in a virtual account to kind of like I'm training my mind, training myself, make sure I can execute the trade, make sure I see all the things, try to go through some of the things that you can go through in this trade before actually placing it live. I plan on doing this trade for a full year. I'll probably start doing it here after 6 months and all live, starting out small meaning one contract, not 100 contracts, and then work my way up as I feel comfortable. Ideally, I want to be in an account that I can actually day trade in, so that means I have to be in an account, for me, it has to be over $30,000 in order to do that, because again, I still won't be trading the full 100 contracts. I'll be trading enough contracts where I still would have some money left over on the side to be able to trade myself out of a bad position. That's one of the things that I have learned with this particular strategy, that if it goes bad, I can, make some of the money back that day based on my day trading, the way I day trade, and also I don't have an issue with that. The thing is just keeping the loss small when I do see it look like I'm going to have a loss, because that did happen this week. So all right, let's just jump over to the trades themselves and take a look at this. All right, Monday, I was able to place that on Condor at 56.80 by 56.90 on the call side, 55.70, 55.80 on the put side. Received a $3.10 credit and was able to close it for $2.30. Was in that trade at 9:31, out of that trade at 10:31. Next day, no problems that day. Tuesday was a problem day. Let's let you know that right up front. I see this 1 o'clock time frame. That reminds me that on this particular day, it executed early on me. I'll show you the details on that and all, and we'll take a look at that a little later here. But I was able to place that on Condor at 5,700, 57.10 on the call side, 55.80, 55.75 on the put side. Received a $2.65 credit, and I'm recording it as $1.65. It actually closed at $1. That placeholder trade that I usually put in place to make sure I can actually execute the trade pretty quick and all. And I like placing limit orders out in the market anyway. That's the way I usually do it live. I was in this trade at 9:32, and I'm putting the time that it actually got to this $1.65 was at around 1 o'clock time frame. It would have been later in the day. There was no reason to get out of the trade. The trade was actually going sideways. That's one of the things. I like to be in this trade by 9:30. Between 9:30 and 9:35, and out of this trade before 11. Unless if I'm at my credit or a small profit, I usually would be out of this trade around this time. But if not, and it looks okay, I have carried this trade as late as 12 o'clock, and I put 1 o'clock on here just to kind of remind myself that what had happened here this day. It was one of those crazy days. That's all. Next day. Wednesday was a no trade day. I had an appointment, nothing there. Thursday was a day that the market was, and Wednesday was also a FOMC day. On Thursday, the day after the FOMC day, I think things were sounding pretty good. So this market was kind of climbing up, and I thought it was going to keep going. And also, by the time it got here, around here, and all, I was out of that trade for a small loss. The Condor that I had placed at 56.90, 5,700 on the call side, 55.90, 55.80 on the put side. I had received a $3.80 credit. I ended up closing it for a $4.50 debit, which equates to a 70-cent loss on the trade. Was in that trade by 9:31, out of that trade at 10:14. At that time, I was also thinking, okay, how I'm going to make this, again, I'm the type of trader, I'm going to try to make some of that money back that day, if not all of that money back that day. And I was looking where the market was at. It was around 56.90 at the time. I was saying, oh, this market is going to at least go to 5,700. And I should be able to make $1 on that trade, on that move. And that's what I did. That was a 56.90. That was a $10 move. So, again, you should be looking to make playing a 0.5 delta the way I play, it should have been at least $5 in that trade. It was over $1 in that trade, but I only took $1 because again, that's the way I trade. I get into my trades and I usually set a limit order to get me out of my trades and all. And sometimes I will move it if I see something going on that I think it can actually go a little higher, or I think I can make a little bit more. But in this particular strategy that I'm doing right now, I was just looking to make some money back, all my money back, and be a little bit more profitable for the day. And that's why it was set the way it was set. And you'll see the details on that too later. Friday today. Let me slide this around just a little bit because the market, we are in the live market right now. I was able to place that iron condor on this morning for 56.70 by 56.80 on the call side, 55.60, 55.50 on the put side. I received a $3.50 credit, was out of this trade for $2.50, made a full dollar on that trade. Was in this trade at 9:32, out of this trade at 10:09. No problems at all on this trade. Right now, I like taking a quick look and show you where the market is at right now. I'll just go down here and say duplicate order. And as you can see, the market actually it was going sideways for a while. Here a little later in the day around noon, this market did start trying to make a little bit of push up. And as you can see, it's higher than where I actually got. Oh, it's right around, it's a little bit lower where I got out of the trade at right now. So letting you know that, okay, all the fields that I'm getting, I'm pretty happy with them, except when I get those crazy fields, like that $1 field. And now I've changed that to where I set it for a 50 cents. I doubt if I get a 50-cent field. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the executions. And all right, quick. Monday, like I had said, I had got a 310 credit out at 2:30. On Tuesday, I was in at 265. This is that debit. This is the one where the day that it screwed up and it filled me for that dollar that I had sitting out there. I changed it to $1.65 to get me out of that trade. That was a good day anyway. It would have been a good day and all. And that's some fluff in the account. That's why I'm kind of recording things a little bit different. On this day, on the 19th, I didn't trade at all. Back on the 20th is the day I actually took the loss. I received a $3.80 credit. Like I said, I closed it for a small loss at $4.50, and then I placed that long trade, that long call trade, as you can see, with the 0-day options. You know, normally I wouldn't do this and all, but I've done it before. I definitely wouldn't do this. I definitely would not do this with these particular options. I would actually probably trade something different and all to make that dollar. But based on where the market was at, I kind of felt comfortable doing it. And in a virtual account, you know, that's the other thing. So I was in that trade at $17.50 and was out of that trade at $18.50. Make that quick dollar minus commission. Probably should have looked at, usually in a lot, I probably would actually look to make an extra dime to help cover commissions and all. It's the way I usually do it and all. But then today on Friday, I received that $3.50 credit and was able to close it for $2.50. All right, that was pretty much it. That was the week. It was a good week and all. But one other little thing that I'll do here, let's flip over to the VIX right quick and show you what the VIX has been looking like this week. It's one of the things I've started to do since we had this high spike in the VIX, and the VIX has been coming down slowly. The VIX is kind of going sideways pretty much this week. That's letting us know that this market might be setting up, you know, go up or down as always. So I don't want to go anywhere with that. I don't know why I said that, but that's what I see there and all at this time. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a great week trading, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. This is Right Side Trader.